headquarters, elected officials wrapped up a special legislative session today after days of working on bills that we've talked about all this week.
Samantha Boyd covered it for us throughout the week. She's joining us now with more on just exactly how the session ends and some of the eyebrows that were raised during it.
Yeah, Bob, well, you guys might remember just less than a week ago, Governor Sarah Sanders announced this special session laying out her three priorities, which were tax cuts, streamlining state government, and then making changes to the Freedom of Information Act. As of today, she has signed 3 bills into law that align with all 3 of those missions, but Democrats are saying this special session should have never even been called for in the first place.
After my signature today, we will have permanently shaved $250 million off of annual income taxes and $58 million off annual corporate taxes.
Governor Sanders' first priority of the special legislative session, check.
Anytime we have a tax increase, especially that benefits the highest earners, our most vulnerable pay the price. And in a state where we are 5th in the nation for poverty, there's no reason why we should do that and not spend the revenue on making our state better.
Representative Vivian Flowers' opposition to Sanders' priorities does not end here. She, along with other lawmakers from both sides of the aisle, opposed changes to the Freedom of Information Act. We saw a few bills filed this week seeking to do that. That was the third one that finally passed, which focuses mainly on protecting the governor's safety when she travels.
We saw a way different bill materialize, which is still too broad.
I think you always go as big as you can and look for those changes that you know will make governing more effective, more efficient. Our job is to work with our partners in the legislature. We don't get to dictate the rules of the game all by ourselves from the executive branch. We put something out, we worked with our partners, we're very happy with the result and what came from it.
And then there's one more, dealing with vaccine mandates for state employees. Yet another topic that was met with some pushback.
That this does go in direct violation of what we're being told by public health experts.
Though it became law this afternoon when Governor Sanders put pen to paper.
We defended individual liberty by banning COVID vaccine mandates for government employees and publishing the potential risks related to the shot.
I wish that when we took that vote today, people were asked to remember what it felt like when we were in fear and we were praying for a vaccine. And it was President Trump who released the resources and partnered with pharmaceutical companies to come up with a vaccine.
Now, as I've talked about all week, that first FOIA bill that was filed was much bigger than the one that actually passed today. So a reporter and myself both asked the governor if there are any plans to get another bill out there in the future, whether in a special session or a regular legislative session, that will include all of the things missed in what actually did pass today. And she says nothing's off the table. Reporting live from the Capitol, Samantha Boyd at KARK 4 News.